Thank you, Master Dota, for allowing this appointment.
Geoguessr, this game is Dota 2. It is not.
Of course, Master.
Allow this appointment lightly. The council does not. Disturbing is this move by Chancellor Broncatin.
I understand. You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of Master. What? How can you do this? This is outrageous. It's unfair. How can you be on the NMPZ council and not be a Master? Take a seat, young Panikin. Forgive me, Master. May the Elo be with us all. If you enjoyed that intro, you can find more scenes like it in my Revenge of the Instaplonker video, which I'll have linked in the description also at the end of the video. It's kind of like my parody of Star Wars, Revenge of the Sith, and also Geoguessr combined together, but I thought it was very fitting for today's video, so we're going to be playing NMPZ on a map designed for gold players, so let's see if I can guess the locations of where I am, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, have to remember, this is NMPZ. I almost just tried to like, boop, scan, okay, we can see Australia Bullard. So on this left here, I'm circling with like my clicker. We can see like one red line on the Bullard, and then on the right here, another white Bullard. We have double white middle. So we're definitely in Australia because Australia Bullards. We can see a green pole on the right, which is making me think like somewhere in NSW, maybe Taz. It's not really giving Taz to me though. I feel like a lot of times I think it's Tasmania, it's not. And then all the times I think it is, like, or all the times I think it isn't, it is. But I feel like we are in NSW somewhere. I want to go a little bit near, like, Narrabri, because I feel like we're further north than, like, closer to Melbourne. Okay. That's okay. We'll take 3.6k. We were closer to a city called Bendick Morel. Okay. All right, we are in a city. We see a stop sign on the right. We see a thing that says vintage clothing, a green bus. This is .ca, okay. On the left, oh, it says Bank of Montreal on the left. Okay, perfect. Okay, Montreal is over here. Do I want to scan for a 5k? Not currently, so we'll just plug it in downtown Montreal, and I think we'll get close to the 5k. We'll probably get like 4.8 or something like that. Oh. Well, so here's the thing. I guess I was a little bit too confident that Bank of Montreal was only in Montreal. We were in Vancouver, which maybe I could have recognized if I looked at like the pole tops or something like that, but wow, just not my greatest guess there. That is okay. All right, let's move on. So this is, I think, the US. We have a speed limit sign, so it's the US and not Canada. Yellow double middle, no outer line showing. We have kind of like a mountainous thing in the back. I can't see any license plates, so I can't see like the blur or anything. I feel like instinctively, I thought like somewhere like Colorado, like maybe Wyoming. I'm gonna go in like northern Colorado near Wellington, because that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, but let's see how close that is. Okay, we're in New Mexico, so we're in a bordering state, even though I kind of hedged for the other side of Colorado. But this was in Santa Rosa, New Mexico, and we got 3,000 there. Right, white outer, double white middle, red dirt, and I think it's an Australia Bullard in the distance, so red dirt plus Australia makes me think Western Australia, even though I know there's other locations with red dirt in Australia. I think most of them are on the west, so I'll go kind of like north of Perth. All right, that's perfect. We got 3.7k, and we're on Route 94 near Bullabooling. Okay. Ooh, okay. We are, like, really low, it feels like, right? We're in some sort of city, because I feel like that is a very tall, like, apartment building up top. I'm currently thinking, like, maybe Hong Kong. I feel like I see, like, maybe, like, some sort of, like, Chinese characters and like the red like banners over here on the left. I think I want to go with it. We could be in Taiwan. I can't really tell. Okay, we're on the right side of the road. So, is it Taiwan? I don't know. My first instinct was HK. So we'll go in downtown Hong Kong and we'll see where we are. All right, never mind. Should I guess in Taiwan? We were near Taipei. So we got 2.7k there. All right, we got 13.6k. Not bad, but also not great. And especially as someone who's master rank, I feel like I should have done better there. But let's keep going and see how I do in NMPZ on the gold map. Okay. Double white middle. White concrete barriers, yellow and black like on the side of the road to the left. Green mountains. I feel like I see a sign in the back that's maybe like a triangle with like red outer and then like yellow middle, like over here. Am I ever thinking South America somewhere? I feel like this yellow and black stripes like here is giving like South America. I'll go like Temuco, like a little south of Temuco in Chile. I feel like that was the first, I don't know, white middle, yellow and black. I don't know what like the side of the road, like this like paint, I feel like I don't know this meta, or at least I don't remember it in this current moment. I'll go here in Chile and we'll see where we are. Okay. So we could have been closer there. We were in Greece, and we were near a city called Amolio. Okay. Ooh, okay. White outer, white dash middle. We have a bollard on the left, but it looks like someone took like a bite out of it or something, or like broke, like I don't know. But we have kind of like these like tall, like foresty trees on the left and right side. And also the bollard on the right, like I can't like collapse the map anymore, but maybe it's wedge shaped. I'm not super sure. Maybe I see like a birch branch kind of poking out here, like the one that's curved. What am I thinking here? These are very tall bollards, so I'm thinking like Estonia or Finland because it's like a white dot, right? Instead of like yellow stripes. This one is a white stripe on the right. I will go in Estonia, and I think we should be pretty close, or at least I hope so. Okay, we were in Latvia, so we'll take that for sure. We got 4.3k, which I think is maybe our best score yet. Okay. All right, so there's a couple of things here. There's yellow outer line, yellow license plate on this car, and we can see, it's like a little bit far away, but we can see Hebrew on this sign. So we're going to Israel. I'll plonk it near Tel Aviv, and we'll see where we are. But I'm pretty confident because of the yellow license plates and the Hebrew on the sign. All right, we're a little bit further south, but we got 4.7k, which is a good score, so we'll definitely take that. All right, we have two bollards in front of us. So the one on the left is two dots, and the one on the right is like a gray or white stripe, but it's not super clear because it's a little bit like shadowed by the trees on the left. If I was closer to the bollard, I can count the number of bolts on it, because if there's 3 bolts, it's Luxembourg, which I remember because someone like wrote somewhere that like if there's 3 bolts, it's Luxembourg because that has 3 syllables, and if it's 2, it's Germany. Which in English has 3 syllables, but I think in German it has 2. So yeah. Therefore, I'm thinking one of the 2, but I think I want to go Germany because I mean, I can't really see if there's 2 or 3 bolts here, but I feel like this could be Germany. So we'll go kind of near Koblenz and we'll see where we are. No! Okay. It was Luxembourg. Ooh. I should have like, okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm going through this like internal like, oh my god, I should have known. But like I feel like there's no way to like know. At least like I wasn't sure without like being able to see the bolts on the bollard. But if there was a reason that I should have guessed Luxembourg there, let me know down below. Because I want to learn and be able to get better at that. So we got 4.5k exactly, which is like such a smooth number. Like that is such a nice number. Okay. We are in a city. We see something that says Taniki Muzej, which is some sort of museum. I'm guessing because of like the, you know, picture of the museum on the right. We have these like lampposts with these like kind of like Pokeball like looking, you know, like bulbs. Like it's like red, rusted red on the top, and then like, you know, the light under it. I feel like we're for sure in Europe somewhere, right? What do I think? Okay, I'm thinking like Czech Republic ever. I think I see a Peugeot here on the left, right? But this is not French. I don't know exactly what language this is. I'm gonna try to find to see, like, is there, because I could see like a diacritic above the C. Are there any places in the Czech Republic with like a diacritic above the C? There are. So you know what, honestly, like we could be in the Czech Republic, so I'm gonna put it here in like Olomouc, and we'll see where we are, but we could be in a different country. Okay, we were in Croatia, and then we were in Zagreb, so we got 3.6k, which is like decent, but we could have definitely done better there. Okay, we got 17k there, definitely better than our first round. Okay, long yellow middle line, white outer, 2020 copyright coverage. We see tape on the pole on the right, black and yellow tape, but it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. At least it feels like a little bit like above the bottom, but here it looks further down than it does here. So I'm wondering, like, is it not all the way to the bottom because it's like Japan, or is it all the way to the bottom because it's like Taiwan? We are driving on the left, it appears, right? Because we're like on the left side of the road, and I don't think we'd be facing backwards in coverage. It's making me think like maybe like really, really southern Japan. I can't see the pole plates. Maybe like near Okinawa. That's kind of like my best guess here. So I'll go in Okinawa, like in downtown, and we'll see where we are. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I guess I didn't even consider South Korea there, but wow, very far off. 2.4k, wrong country, of course. And then we are near Jungdo Bridge. Okay. And we're kind of near Gwangju. Okay, so to the left of Gwangju, 2.4k, not my finest hour. Okay, we have a sign that says Campi Vicenzio, Uscita says Florentino, IKEA, Florentino, maybe near Florence in Italy. And why I'm guessing that is because of the language. Part of me is also like, maybe are we in Sardinia ever? But is there an IKEA in Sardinia? I feel like probably not, but I could be wrong there. I think because it says Florentino on the sign, like I have to go near Florence, right? Like that's what it's making me think of. I don't see the blue and blue on the license plate that I would normally see in like Italy, but it could just be like very far away, or this could be a car from like a different country. So we'll go here in Florence and we'll see where we are. Okay, we'll take 4.958. That is an extremely good score. We're just a little bit closer to the airport, actually. Okay. Ooh. Okay. The reddest dirt, like, ever. Like, it's so red dirt. Okay. The dark green, like, we have, like, over here, kind of like, just like a land, a little bit of water. We can see some maybe near a river. We have this water tank up here, which I'm not sure, like, is it the Fort Love, like, the Brazilian water tank? It could be. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. We have this like big thick pole. We have a lot of green trees and different vegetation. I feel like Brazil is my first instinct because of the red dirt, the water tank, which I can't see like the brand on it, so I'm not entirely sure, like 100% confident. I'll go in like Mato Grosso is my guess. Okay. You know what? We were in the right country, so we'll take it for sure. But we could have gotten closer there. We were in the state of Sao Paulo, kind of closer to Iepe. Okay. Okay. We are in a city with a Cyrillic language. I feel like I can't really see the sign over here on the right, but I feel like there's two languages on the sign. I'm not entirely sure though, because I see like different kinds of like sizes of fonts and stuff, or like maybe one's like, you know, like the more like Phoenician alphabet, one's a Cyrillic alphabet. So if we have both, maybe we're in like Bulgaria. So I'll go in like Sofia. Okay, so not close. We're in Kyiv in Ukraine, so a couple of countries away. Could have done better there. Okay, so we see the black and yellow tape kind of like down on the bottom of the pole. I'm pretty sure it goes all the way to the bottom, although the tufts of grass on the left are kind of like blocking the bottom, but I think it's all the way to the bottom. So I'm thinking Taiwan here. There's a lot of palm trees. I don't know like where in Taiwan there's a lot of like trees like this. I haven't learned my region guessing there yet. But I'll go on like this side. I'll go near like Fenglin and we'll see where we are. But I'm thinking Taiwan because of this on the pole. Holy guacamole, okay. We are a little bit south of Guangfu, but we have 4.957, which like, wow. That is like probably the best region guess I've ever had in Taiwan. Very similar score to our last round. Let's play this map one more time and see if I'm worthy of the rank of master. And let's see how I do in this last round. Okay, lots going on here. There's so much information. We have a lot of like a Cyrillic language. I don't see any part of like a truck for us, so I'm not thinking like, what am I thinking? There's yellow buses, blue and yellow buses. Are there any unique letters that I recognize? I don't know what my first thought was like Kazakhstan, but like I don't see the Kazakhstan trucks. I'm like, do I ever go there? Like I don't recognize whatever this is in the back. I don't know. That's just like the immediate like thought I had, even though I don't see the truck. Low-key, I'm gonna go in downtown Astana and we'll see where we are, but yeah, someplace with this language, but like, yeah, we'll go here. I'm not sure where we are, but we'll see. Okay, we were in Ukraine, so very, very far. We only got 400 points there, probably our worst guess yet. We were in Ivano-Frankivsk. Okay. Okay, white dash outer, white long middle. I don't think we're driving on the left. I think our car just happens to be a little bit over the left. So maybe we're driving in the middle of the road. I feel like the vegetation and everything is giving me like France for some reason. Like, I don't know if white dash outer lines are like super common there, but that's just like the vibe I got from like the trees and stuff. So we'll go like over here, kind of like a little bit west of Paris. Okay, wrong country. We were in Ireland near Ruski. So we got 2.6k there, which we could have done better. Okay, so immediately off the bat, we see the sign on the right says Cambodian people. So we know we're in Cambodia. There's a Cambodian text here as well. A little bit of red dirt, which if you know countries that have a lot of red dirt, Cambodia is one of them. But that plus like the language would definitely, I think, lend you here. And then I think if this was like moving or something like that, you could see if there's like, you know, houses on stilts. Or maybe like, you know, look at the political posters and stuff. So we're gonna guess in Cambodia for sure. A little bit not in a city, so we'll go a little bit north of the capital and go near Sugun. Okay, we got 4.4k there, a little bit more northwestern near Svaidonkev, near Utapong. Okay. This is a city. Great. What next? Okay. I'm thinking maybe Argentina. So the reasons I'm thinking that, this license plate here on this car and the one that's like right here in like the forefront that is somehow missing a tire, have like a white blur with a black dot in the middle, which I think is indicative of Argentina here. Do I know what city this is, or am I even sure it's Argentina? No, but these two things are making me think Arg for sure. I think I have to go like Cordoba or Buenos Aires here. I'm leaning more towards Buenos Aires, so I'll go in the downtown here and we'll see where we are. But I think we're in the right country. Okay, all right, love that for me. We got 4.98k, we were in the right city and the right country. This was Buenos Aires in Argentina. Okay. Last but not least, we have this round, which is just a bunch of wooden stacks. So, what am I thinking here? I don't know why I had both thoughts of like Austria and Switzerland and then also like Japan, like really northern Japan on the other side of the world. I feel like these hills don't really give Japan though. I feel like they're giving more like Austria, maybe Switzerland, maybe Slovenia. But I'm thinking that based on the architecture, like the tiling of the house, like the colors of the sides of the house. I know there's a pole top here on like this person's house, but I feel like it's not really giving me any information that I'm aware of. This is like a wide road. So I think I'll just plonk it near Schladming and we'll see where we are. But yeah, I'm thinking Austria here. So let's see. Okay, we were in Slovenia. So we were in a bordering country, which we'll take. We got 4.4K there. All right, we got 17K. So a very similar score to my past 2 rounds. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me playing NMPZ on a map designed for gold players. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. Also tell me if you think I'm worthy of the rank of master or if I should be demoted back to gold with my NMPZ skills. So thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to Vanilla and have a great day.